Is happening, everybody? It's me, it's Lou, it's midnight, and you know that it is happy hour. Very happy to be here, as the name would suggest. Thank you, first of all, chat. I mean, going crazy. Dixon, Donald, Propaholic, Eli, Mushroom, Justin Villegas, Daz is in the house, Jared, and Bat Dad, who I just discovered I know personally outside of YouTube. So that is awesome. Guys, what is up, everybody? I'm doing good. I mean, looking forward to the Singapore card, man. I'm not going to get up for the prelims, but probably the main card. Wheezy's in the house. Lou, well, yeah, I got you. Lou, what is going on? How's your week going? You looking forward to the Singapore card?
Yeah, my week is shitty. Yeah, let's put this comment up.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do it.
So I don't want to diminish the memory of Bray Wyatt here. But I'm gonna open the show. I just want to let you guys know. So, like, Macho Man is like, if you haven't watched my shit before, shame on you. But like, if you didn't watch my shit, I'm very highly influenced by like Randy Savage, but I'm way more influenced by Terry Funk. And like, this is a dude I met in real life, and like this crushes. Like, he was not in good health the last year and a half, but like, I can just tell you, like, this is a dude that like I'd watched when I was younger, and I'm like terrified by him. And I watched him in ECW like as a young adult, and I loved him. And the more I got to like go down the rabbit hole of like what Terry Funk did, dude, like everybody had like a great thing to say about him. Like, they loved working with him. He was just a crazy bastard. He was like a loving family man. And like, I don't want to go like too deep on this show, because you guys are here for UFC stuff. But like I'm heartbroken. Like, I'm glad he's like out of pain. All the tributes I'm reading are like, dude, everybody loved the fucking guy. Just do yourself a favor, guys. Forget about like even if you're a wrestling fan or not, because you're never gonna come up with a match. Just go on YouTube and search Terry Funk, and you can come up with some interview where he's like threatening random people, and like it's tremendous. Maybe you'll come up with him telling Jerry Lawler he's a lover of chickens. Like, maybe you'll just like, everything the dude did was like until the day he died. Like, so I just want to like, I love the Funker. He was the best. He's a hero of mine. There's a lot of my personality in these shows. Monk, I said it last week. I tweeted this. Last week I wrote, I am watching Terry Funk clips to get pumped for the show.
Yep, you
like,
did.
That is my love for fucking Terry Funk. Like, love the guy. So do yourself a favor, guys. Go watch him. You'll be I swear to you, you'll be entertained. And that's all I'm gonna say about Funk. Bray Wyatt, like, very sad too. Like, 36, like, terrible. I'm going through some like Soul Survivor shit right now, so I don't really want to get involved in that. All right, so that's that. Before we start the show, I want to bring up something else that's unrelated, and that is, so there's a lot in the community right now about people that sell picks, and like they're like, oh, lost my pre-flop bets, but won live, so I won. And like, there's people that just kind of crucify him. So I want to give like a thought on this, and then like a solution. So I see my boy, yeah, it's Heather, we can get married. Like, I like everything you're saying here. My boy Narco Cop charges $0 for his picks. Like, nothing. He charges 0. And then and then on top of charging 0, he does content for free. And then he does like an Ask Him, which isn't about his picks, but he's accessible. Does the Lambo show, which is props, but he's also telling you like kind of his leans. And then on top of that, he does spaces where he's telling you like his live bets. So if you want to make money and you trust Narco Cop and you just listen to him throughout the week, you're going to make money. Because if his pre-flop reads bad, he's telling you live, let's do this. He charges you 0. Like, he's not conning you. Narco's are the guy in question. Like, there's just many people saying this. But I'm saying is a guy like Narco Cop who literally charges you $0 for his advice and then also gives you live betting advice. If you come at him, it's weird. I know that like Lucrative's maybe not on a great streak right now, but like he's another guy. If you talk to him, he'll be like, here are my live pivots. Like he's a pretty nice James is like a really nice fucking dude. He's very accessible. This isn't like, and I'm not calling out names. I don't want to call out bad names because I don't want to make the show about that. But there's guys in this community that like, yeah, they sell picks for a living, and yeah, and hey, Monk has a Patreon, Brady has a Patreon, Weez has a Patreon. You're paying them for their work. Like if you donate, you're not paying Monk because you're like, I need your fucking picks. You're paying him because you're like, I respect the work you do and I want to support your work. Guys like Andrew Gambis, you're paying a little more for the Patreon. You're paying for his work and you're paying for his picks and his track record. But if you went to Gambis, who's the great, nice guy, and said, I get my live picks too, right? He'd be like, absolutely. I just think that for all of you guys out there that charge for picks, I think the system is outdated. Like there weren't live bets 10 years. And I've been gambling since 1948. Since the Brooklyn Dodgers came in. Yeah, see? It's the Brooklyn Dodgers. All the guys were free from the wall, Monk. I've been betting for way longer than half of you have been alive. And we didn't have this shit back then. I am literally from the guy on the corner era. I am from that era. And he would fucking hunt you. Now we have live bets. James Holzhauer, the Jeopardy champion, the legendary champion, has said he only live bets. Live betting has changed the game. I would say to any of you that charge for picks, dude, what do you mean you used to? Dude, if there's a chariot race right now, I'd be like, I got the old broad. I'm just saying is all you people that charge for picks, rethink the system. With live betting, with Discord and live spaces where you get information out quicker, if you're going to charge for picks, live betting needs to be a part of that package. Because, Monk, there's two people that pay for picks. One is like the rich lawyers who are like, I don't be bothered, set it and forget it.
Mm-hmm.
The others are like, I just don't know. But if you're paying picks because you don't know, then you should be paying for their knowledge as the fights go on. So my solution to all of you people is, if you're charging for picks, rethink the model, because the model has changed.
Yep.
And there's no live betting in. And you have no excuse not to anymore. You have Discord. You have spaces. So I think that should be part of you're paying for my picks going forward. There is a wealth of information on the internet for free from tons of brilliant cappers and also me. The guy that's up 45.
I was going to say.
But I mean, like, but I mean, a lot of you guys in the chat, like Mushroom, Daz, whatever, you guys know, just fucking hit me up. They hit me up like random. I'm like, I always have time.
Yep.
And I'm not a prominent fucking dude. But if you're going to have like that as part of your business package, I feel like that's important.
No, that's a great angle. That's a great angle.
Heather, I won't have a Discord because I'm 45 and weird. My Discord would be called like the fucking Pony Express.
There you go.
But Monk, let's get to the fucking picks, bitch.
Let's get to the picks. And to address, someone said this was last week's.
Hold on. And you didn't put this up.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
Dude, he's awesome, man. Like Narco's like, yeah, you may want to like, fucking hit this. I feel like Heather Swanson is like, I don't know, man. Either hitting on me or like this is or like I'm Manti Te'o. Yeah, weird as the news accent.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, in all fairness, Justin sounds like somebody, and I tell this to Justin all the time, who's an AI chatter who is like his AI is broken. Like Justin doesn't type like a human being would type. Monk, let's get to the picks, bitch.
Let's do it.
Because I only got 5 bets that I like on this card.
Well, let's get right into it.
Let's go, Hook. Let's go, Ho.
Let's go, Hoes. First fight of the night for UFC Singapore. Get those bets and picks in early, guys. It's a fucking
5
a.m.
Eastern
card.
time.
Yeah, 4 a.m.
This fight will be at 5:15.
Yeah. Songwoo Choi taking on Journo Aaron's. -140 fight does not go. +110 does go. Songwoo Choi is the favorite at -154 and the DraftKings salary of $8,800. I'll start this one off, I guess. I probably like Choi for the win, but I don't trust him. We don't need to get in a ton of stats. We've done that all week. We just want, mainly we want to hear what Lou's thinking and who, I might be playing for DraftKings. It's not probably going to be a ton of Songwoo Choi at 8,800. This one probably goes the distance. I like that a lot, and I don't think either fighter probably scores well. Aaron's has only fought William Gomes, and he got pretty much dominated in that fight, according to the stats anyway. Songwoo Choi last loss, Michael Trezano, who's not even in the UFC. I believe it was Martian MMA. There you go. Shout out Martian and Ozzy. I believe it was Martian that said, isn't it weird that Songwoo Choi is in the UFC and the guy that his last loss to Michael Trezano is not? So I agree. That is weird. Lost to Kulibao, lost to Bruce Leroy as well. Knocked out Julian Erosa, but who doesn't knock out Julian Erosa? So yeah, give me, I guess, Aaron's for some DraftKings upside just because he's cheaper. And I think Songwoo Choi is too expensive at 8,800. Lou, any looks for this one? I know you said you had 5 bets. I probably wouldn't say this is one of them.
So I am somebody who wakes up early in the morning on a Saturday to bet soccer. This fight would start at about 5:15 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I am saying you can wake up at 5:18 a.m. There's a lot of stats that point to Choi's chin being compromised. And I don't count Aaron's last fight against Gomez because I feel like Gomez just kind of makes fighters look. I think he fights a style that's like insanely frustrating. But even Aaron's tape before this was like kind of like a lot of like, how we hate Chukagian?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For doing a lot of yeah.
I
kind of feel like that's Aaron's style here is like
a
lot of yeah. and then like the good thing with him is when he's taken down, he's fighting a lot of Russians and like, dude, he's not bad. He's not getting out grappled. He's throwing up submissions, but I kind of feel like this fight is like Choi knowing his chin's compromised, taking him down, laying on top of him, real barn burner to start. The pick is Choi by decision.
Yeah.
But like no DraftKings value. I'm like, don't bet it. Like Aaron's value here. And by the way, his kickboxing's not bad, but like Aaron's value here is snatching up a sub from the bottom while Choi just like absorbs minutes. And so like, I mean, what is Choi paying a decision here? Like 90 at best. At best.
Right. Exactly. And he's way too expensive.
Yeah. Heather wants me to make the funk. I mean, I might do that, man. Just,
I'll join.
Oh, Steve Gregory. Steve Gregory.
Oh, yeah.
My dude.
The legend.
Well, Steve Gregory's here because my premier lock of the week last week just colossally fucking failed. So I have one this week too. I do have one. Money line. Oh, that's good. No, I like that a lot. Liam! Stop.
Liam in the house. This is true. Choi's chin. I wish I could. Choi's chin is suspect.
I know.
Also, he's landed knockouts too.
Okay.
Right.
So Liam, the god of things that are things I like. Liam, can I ask you a question? And this is a simple thing. By the way, Liam, the king of anthropomorphic advantages. Liam, yes or no? Do you trust your money one way or another here? Do you trust, not edge, do you trust your money? I don't trust my money one way or another here. And by the way, if you don't trust your money, you don't bet it. Liam, who I respect, one of the horsemen.
That's
Liam,
true.
Liam, yes or no in the chat. Do you trust your money one way or the other here? Because I don't.
Also, to answer Bat Dad's question, she scored
There you
in
go. No,
shitload. He says no.
So that's the best I can tell you. You're watching the show. Hey, Journo. Look, let me ask all you dudes in the chat. Let's say you started dating this woman, and then
I was
you went to
gonna say questionable tattoo.
and you went to this bar, and the guy's like, "Oh, my name's Journo." Get her the fuck out of there right now, dude. Get her out of there. Because you know what's gonna happen? She's gonna be like, "Oh, he should come over and smoke weed with us." No.
Bad Journo.
And it's gonna take 8 minutes. Just get her out of there.
Yep. You can't spell Journo without
Hey,
no.
Hey, Journo, right here, pal. Oh, you have a kickboxing background? Great. I have a we're leaving the bar background. Fuck you, Journo.
Super quick. Wiley scored the most points all year. Yes, you're right. They get points for that. 190 points is what she put up. And if you don't know, that is a gigantic score, topped only by someone on this card. I'm sure you know who it is. Max Holloway.
Can I add one last thing before we get into it? Because Liam's in chat and I got to be on my fucking game. Journo is plus 190, I think, when it opened, or 200. I mean, look, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's yeah. If you got Journo at before the line moved, if you're CLV bro and you got him at plus 190, 200, that's great. You killed it. At this number,
Justin, leg injuries. What's the correlation of leg injuries or legs getting beat up, but when you have a big chest tattoo?
The question is, do you separate all of Darren Elkins's wins when you do that stat?
Oh man, he might have the most classic chest tattoo of all of them.
Darren taking damage Elkins. All right, let's go. Next. Next.
Jesus. Yeah, for real.
Where's Brady? No, put it back.
Okay. This fight, we've got JJAldrich and Liang. My goodness. Minus 230. Fight does not go for this women's fight. Look at the line on JJ fucking Aldrich, man. Minus 555, plus 400 on the comeback for Liang. 9,400. Third most expensive fighter on the card is Aldrich. Lou, what do you think about this fight? And watch your fucking mouth if Brady's in the chat.
I know you guys want to bet Liang because you think it's value. This fight's at 125. She's coming up a weight class. Just another one. Just don't bet this fight. And more importantly, do not fall into this trap. So I'm going to give you a very important thing. I'm not offended. She's terrible. I'm not offended. I'm not Brady. I'm not offended here. But what I want to tell you guys, a very simple piece of gambling advice. When you see a line that's juiced to one way or the other, under or over, I see a lot of people. I want Liam's yay or nay for this one too.
I think that there you go.
No, I want Liam's yay or nay for what I'm about to say, because I think Liam's going to hear this and be like, yes, sir. When you see a big favorite and then you see an over-under where the under is juiced because it favors the underdog's losing condition, that's you betting on a negative. And I've said this so many times at you. So many times. I do not like betting on a negative. So what I'm going to ask you guys is this. If you're betting on the under here, you're betting on two conditions. You're betting on Liang hitting some 1-minute submission, which she hasn't proven she can do. Or you're betting on JJAldrich to become a finisher because Liang's cardio is bad. So don't bet the under. Don't bet Aldrich this number. Lay off this fight completely. But if you're betting I want you to ask yourself why you're betting the under here. You're betting the under because you think Liang is going to win. And if you think Liang is going to win, you've never watched Liang fight in the UFC because she's fucking terrible. Or you think Aldrich all of a sudden has finishing ability. So just lay off this fight. I think Aldrich is going to win. Aldrich probably wins by pillow fist decision. I can't believe I'm going to say that. I can't believe I'm going to do what I'm about to do. I can't believe I'm going to advocate this. But like, also don't, like, if you have to bet it, this.
Right.
But like, just think about this. If you live on the East Coast, you can wake up at like 5:45.
First two fight, you mean you get to sleep in, dude.
And like, unless you got a lineup set, you'd be like, all right.
Even if you do, I mean, Jesus.
I mean, have we not learned what it's like to lay chalk in these kind of stupid fights? But Na Liang is not a UFC capable fighter. She's pretty terrible, and like, I mean, anybody getting drawn into her here, like, dude, she stalks, man. Like,
right.
Next. Oh yeah, sorry.
Pretty much. I'll be super quick. I mean, JJAldrich at 9,400 makes me sick, and I was actually sick. I was physically ill earlier today. That's why I have all these popped blood vessels on my head.
I'm sure that's why.
Yeah, it's
not, I'm so
it's
sure.
Not, it's not steroids or drinking or prepubescent acne. It was a rough day for your old boy, but he's feeling good now.
Oh
boy. Either way, Na Liang, got KO'd twice at strawweight, guys, and now she's moving up a weight class. JJAldrich, no finishes, like you said. 9,400 is crazy. This fight sucks for DraftKings. Hoping for the 3-round decision, 70-point win, and we can skip it.
I'm gonna grab a cigarette while you do this, but if you say to Lulin, I will say it across the room.
I don't have
Lulin!
We will keep this moving. Yusako Kinoshita taking on Billy Goff. Speaking minus 275. Fight does not go to decision. Plus 215 does go. Minus 140 for Kinoshita. Plus 120 for the debutante Billy Goff here. Pretty even as far as DraftKings goes. And I mean, what do you guys think? The mix of, I mean, first of all, Billy Goff, look at that hairline. Look at the hairline on his chest. And then he's got a trust your gut tattoo right over his gut, bro. What do we think about all of this? Because that could go either way, to be honest. That's an all or nothing type combination, to be completely honest. I'm talking about his tattoo and chest hair because I have no stats for this fight for the most part. Kinoshita got dealt with by Adam Fugit in 4.5 minutes. Billy Goff, like I said, DWCS fighter. His stats need to be thrown out, guys. He scored 10 points a minute and 126 points, and the fight lasted 3.5 minutes. A ridiculous bunch of numbers here from Billy Goff. So really, what I'm going to do is advise you to do your fight tape and then listen to Lou, because for DraftKings, I mean, I guess you got to play some of both sides. It's kind of going to be like what I told you about the tough guys last week. Play 20-25% of each side, and you should be good. Matter of fact, both tough guys made the optimal lineup last week as well at these salaries. So yeah, 20-25% of each guy. Do your fight tape and listen to Lou. What do you got for this one, Lou?
So
that made me LOL out loud.
So
I'm an old man. I said LOL out loud.
Yeah, you're, single. Ladies, he's single.
Well,
maybe
not for much longer if I say stuff like that.
Might be now. I respect Dan Levy, and Dan Levy said something on his pod this week that, like, I was thinking all week, is that we get trapped in this, like, their first fight's terrible. Like, you look at Talia Santos, who we'll talk about later, but some people just shit the bed their first fight, and they gave Kinoshita a guy in Fugit, and I had a massive bet on Fugit. I told on this pod, I'm like, Fugit's gonna take him down, like, fuck him up, because Fugit, I think, is like a UFC level fighter, and like, the Malott fight aside, dude, he battled with Malott. Malott is just, like, really good. I think Malott's just like a fucking savage, and Fugit kind of hung in there. And Fugit, and now everybody's like, oh, well, Goff will just take him down. My joke all week's been like, you look at Goff's, like, Tapology picture, he's like this, and I'm like, that's crazy, because his striking defense is 0. That's probably the only time his fists have ever been up, like, in that picture. Like, he doesn't have to strike a punch. Kinoshita's been at American Top Team for, like, last few months. And if you don't think they've been like, so here's how you stop takedowns, like, if you don't think that's been, like, the only focus, you're crazy. Goff is like, look, man, There's a lot of Billies that are like weirdly. What's up, boys? All these Billies are like crazy tough. You're muted.
All these fucking Billies. I said it exactly how
Billy
I said it when I was muted.
Bill Algeo.
Bill Algeo is the one I was thinking. Yeah.
Like they're all. Somebody else said that this week, but like I was thinking that on Monday, I'm like, why the fuck is everybody Billy like so tough to bet against?
That's true.
And he got KO'd like really early in his career, and it was a doctor stoppage. But like, I kind of think Kinoshita just fucks him up here round one. We're getting a buy low spot. You know, everybody's saying Billy Goff could grapple. I think Kinoshita, if he stops one takedown, like, I think if Kinoshita stops one takedown, Goff's just like Kinoshita's gonna fucking piece this fucker up, dude. Like, well, I mean, these are
it's shit.
Jesus, Heather, you want to come on the show, man? Like, you're like, I mean, everything you've said is like amazing shit. Like, I love all this. I think Kinoshita, like I think Kinoshita like learns how to stop takedowns and like. Also, by the way, Goff only goes for takedowns when he's been fucking rocked. And dude, I had a beard. I shaved like yesterday, dude. Like, God, Justin's like so kind of dumb. He really is kind of dumb, dude. I think Kinoshita fucks him up round one. I just think it's a matter of time. Goff plays such a dangerous game. And everybody's like, well, you know, Goff keeps getting up. Yeah, but dude, he's facing like bums. Kinoshita hits like a motherfucker, dude. I think Kinoshita fucks him up, gets back on track here. Kinoshita KOs plus odds. Like, let's fucking go, dude. Like,
so don't trust your gut.
No, I think Kinoshita just fucks him up. And I think round one, dude. I think this is like a, you know, I know my boy Johnny Capex has like under 2.5 minus 7,000 parlayed with Max. You know, to get like minus 640,
4,500,
whatever fucking ridiculous stupid bet he has. Like a 9-leg parlay to pay like plus 102. I hate fucking shit. I'm so vocal against these kind of bets. Like, dude, what if like we'll get to Holloway later, but like, for God forbid, like he hurts himself like on one. Look, man, this isn't like the NFL where like you can have a 21-point lead and then one play happens and it's like, oh, they lost. Fighting, it can happen, dude. Like you can have like a big lead and oh shit, he lost. Leon Edwards, like weird shit happens in this game. Doesn't happen in the NFL. You can't have like you can't be up 54 points in the NBA. And then somebody hits a 3 and it's like, oh my God, they lost. Because he hit it.
They hit a 55-pointer.
Because he hit it from the Rock and Jock Pepsi, you know. Like, it doesn't exist in other sports. It exists in this sport. I'll never lay minus 800. Dude, I'll lay 800 if it's like Bo Nickel not to lose.
Yeah, right. That's valid.
Kinoshita is not Bo Nickel. No, I think Kinoshita round one KO. Goff's been playing with fire against like less raps. Dude, some of the guys in his regional tape, they're like 2 and 3 that have like decked him. Kinoshita will knock him out. So, also, we haven't talked about this yet. You know, can we agree there may be a level of rigory?
Rigory.
You don't think?
To what? In what? This fight?
To any of the Asians. Don't make me like, come on, man. Don't make me be a bad person here. But like, do you think anybody that's a ref or a judge is like, oh, Billy Goff. See, now I'm doing it.
You did it.
This is your fucking.
That was a good fucking setup. Yes.
Do you think they're gonna say, does Billy Goff have discipline?
now we're there.
Well,
now we're there.
Live to win. Never mind. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. You people. What do you mean, you people? Hold on. Can I tell a quick prison story?
A prison story? Absolutely.
So I did 90 days for the DUI, 10 years ago. I did weekends because Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, let you do whatever.
Weekends in jail.
So there's a dude in there. There's black dude Jamal, cool dude, and there's also this whitey that came in. This cracker, and apparently 2 weeks in, it turned out he, on top of having a DUI, had a little child molestation.
Oh no!
Thing in his past. So somebody in jail found out about it. They're telling Jamal, and we're in the middle of a game of spades, and that sounds like so fucking absurdly ridiculous and generic, but it's the truth. And Jamal gets whispered in his ear because he was like the fucking boss in there, and he goes, "What you mean, internet?" And I'm like, "Oh no!" I'm like, "Oh no!" And we never saw this fucking dude again, dude. He I don't mean Jamal. I think this dude got moved to I think they because he was gonna die, dude. And to die in weekend
how it goes.
jail, dude. To weekend jail is I'm gonna read a book and sleep, dude. I'm fucking 5'9" white guy. I'm gonna read a book and sleep. I ain't getting murdered. Nobody's murdering. Nobody's committing it. Nobody's
not
committing
in weekend jail.
Nobody's homiciding me in a fucking weekend jail. This motherfucker was gonna get homicided by Jamal because he knew what the internets were. So
what do you mean internets?
What you mean internet? Dude, the truest story, and not that I have a lot of fun moments from my 90 days in jail, but that
fucking
was
hilarious.
Now I'm not sure where this went, but let's get to the Bedoya.
That was good just for that line.
What you mean? What you mean, internet? Dude, I hope people where can I see your pics? YouTube. What you mean, YouTube's?
That's got to be our new tagline. What you mean, happy hour? Rolando Bedoya taking on.
How'd we miss this one?
We missed what one?
Our germs.
The Turker.
They took our germs.
Everybody back in the pile. Minus 335 for Bedoya, plus 275 Sunken On, minus 165 does not go to decision. Lou, I think you're starting this one off, which is good because I don't want to.
Asking if Heather said she did Dickel, so yo, Dev, my guy Dev. Can we talk about how the fact this went from Chris Curtis versus Fluffy to whatever? It's like fucking Kopylov against Frem now. Do you not think that I was can we just talk about how my whole fucking shit with Curtis is ruined? The only person that hates Chris Curtis as much as me is fucking Dev. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. Don't fucking bet this fight. Don't touch the over-under. Don't touch the money line. This is the classic. And Monk, this is important. Right. So the last time we saw a guy who came off a close loss and then won was the dashboard confessional guy that fought
Diego Lopez.
Yeah, that guy.
Who has a fucking hawk's wing across his face.
I'll just say this. Hands down was the best thing I could ever remember. No. So he's minus. God, Heather's just fucking with me, I think.
Very fortuitous.
So he's 75% to win this.
Why is bird feathers so funny to read?
dude, Bedoya's 75% here implied, and he's coming off a loss. And I guess that he could have won. A lot of people are aggrieved. If you had the Bedoya there, a decision. I think he won the chaos fight. But and as much as I don't think highly of Kenan Song, he's way more experienced. He's fought better dudes. He hasn't beaten anybody better necessarily. But minus 335 for this dude. Nah, man. Just honestly think this fight goes a distance. I think Bedoya has good volume, like probably wins decision, and people hate themselves for taking the KO prop here. But like, just fuck this, man. Narco! Just fuck this fight, dude. Like, people are just hammering this Bedoya money line like it's easy money because they're hammering it because he had a close loss and that Song lost to Ian Gary. And like, dude, Song's got some, just lay off this fight, dude. There's no value in Bedoya. And really, I don't trust Song even at like, dude, I'd need like 6-1 to like trust this dude, even though he looks like fucking angry in your picture. So like, I think this fight probably the overs, but the overs juice too. Like, dude, just don't fucking bet this fight, man.
This is the second time this moment has been referenced on this show.
It's Sting.
Yeah, I don't know what to do here, man. My advice would be listen to Lou and whoever else you consider a good source of information. Because for DraftKings, Bedoya at 9,200 sounds absolutely wild.
Parlay him.
Yeah,
he has no grappling ups, and he has no grappling upside here.
None. This fight probably, well, I don't know. Kinon Song has been finished twice in his last 5, both by KO, TKO, and in the UFC 4 times overall. In his pro career, 4 times overall out of 7 losses. So he has been KO, TKO'd before, so that is always a possibility. But do you want to pay $9,200 for that? I don't really know. Kinon Song, I don't really like the $7,000 price tag either. I just don't like this fight. I'm going to be looking for a little bit of value elsewhere. Maybe if I get too crazy with the big favorites, because we've got some good plays at 97, 9,600 in that area. Maybe I'll have to play him a little bit, but I'm not too excited about this fight. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? So,
yes, sir.
Even Song in a win, in a volume based, he's not taking him down. Like, even a decision win, what's he getting? 74. Like, he's 10xing, but like barely.
Well, he scored 59.8 against Derek Kranz in a 3-round decision, 58 strikes. That's his highest volume striking fight that he's had lately.
I scored 63 against Derek Kranz.
Yeah, exactly. So there ain't much upside here for Mr. Sunken On, even at a low price, at least in my opinion.
No, I mean, Narco's right. Like,
Bedoya's never been finished.
No, like Narco's right. Like, no, I'm saying like for people that want to roster him at 7K, thinking like, all right, I got to save salary. Like, I mean, and Bedoya is like, with no grappling upside, a striking decision like you on this card you can't pay for him. This fight's like a disaster, like DraftKings wise.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm laying off this. I assume when this fight starts, I have Fortuna Dusseldorf starting in Bundesliga 2. I'm not even joking. Like
Wait, that's a real person?
No, it's soccer.
Yeah, but I mean that name. Well, give it to me one more time.
Fortuna Dusseldorf.
Yep.
It's Bundesliga 2. That's where the real money is, dude. Not this fight shit.
Not this Bundesliga 1.
No, because I got tons of bets in soccer that are like plus 150, and I'm like, it's a lock. Just wait till we get to Ipswich, the Tractor Boys.
There you go.
They're gonna crush Leeds. Tractor Boys, bitches. Plus 150. Plus 150 this weekend. Tractor Boys.
That's awesome.
Ipswich. Let's go. There you go,
boys.
bitches. There you go, bitches. There's your free pick. Sign up for my Discord. $900 for that pick. And then when they can see the first goal, live bets, 12 million the other way. Dude, somebody scores in soccer and they're like minus 900. I'd be like,
yeah, right.
Sorry. Sorry, guys. That's
oops. On to the next one.
Whoopsies. Oh man, this fucking fight, dude. I hope you have something to say about this.
Yeah, this one I'll start off, man. The last one I hated for DraftKings. This one I think you kind of probably should play. Michael Oleksiejczuk Minus 116. Cheaty Bang Bang minus 104. Minus 280 fight doesn't go. Plus 220 does go. And this is the closest line fight on DraftKings as you would imagine from the money lines. Look, both guys have lost at the weight class. Both guys have won and looked good at the weight class. Both have made the optimal lineup twice. Oleksiejczuk, 4 points a minute, almost 114 per win in his last 5. However, his last 5, and since he moved to middleweight, he's had 3 fights. 2 of them were against Cody Brundage and then Sam Alvey. So I don't know how much stock I'm going to put in the Alvey fight with the first round KO. And then he did lose to the fantastic Kyle Bahayo.
Dude, only like 15 people have beaten Sam Alvey. That's pretty good.
That's true. I mean, 5th in the world. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see. Cheaty wins over Dushko and MAB. Lost a close one. Well, it was close till it wasn't. Gregory Rodriguez. I guess Cheaty was winning till he wasn't. And then a close fight against Albert Duraev. Yeah, I like this for DraftKings. I don't think it's going to go the distance, and I will have a bunch of both sides. I actually prefer Cheaty, I think. Overall, 119 per win so far in the UFC. Nothing against Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. I think he looked good in his 2 wins, but I do think I don't know, man. What do you think about his gas tank? I think neither guy has a great gas tank, I don't think. Both guys hit hard as hell. I just think, long story short, you got to play this one, 82 and 8,000. Very easy to get to, and the upside for both guys is big. It's a big knockout, most likely. I'd be surprised if I saw much grappling in this contest at all. So I'm expecting 2 guys to throw bombs, and one of them's going to hit. So play this one. What do you got for this one, Lou?
Fuck me. I mean, I don't have a bet here either, and I kind of feel like we get like some weird. Honestly, this is gonna be like a weird fucking split decision, and the prices are really good. You can't. I don't think you could play this DK because you're very DK reliant. Or you're very knockout dependent. I think Oleksiejczuk could actually do some grappling here. He's got a few takedowns in the UFC. He's actually like, obviously like I love my boy Cody. And he reversed Cody, which if Cody's good at one thing, it's like his wrestling's good. And like Oleksiejczuk, like his grappling's not bad. What I worry about here is that like I look at the market, I'm channeling my inner Stargarian right now, and like we're getting this price based on Cheaty's last fight, where he had no volume and like just refused to throw. And it doesn't mean he's going to be like that this fight. If Cheaty throws like solid volume, especially the kicks, he could look like minus 300 here.
Oh yeah.
And if he doesn't, Oleksiejczuk like kind of fucks him up, especially like body shots. My advice here is like, here's the worst part. You can't live bet this either, because I think whoever wins the first round probably just kind of dominates. Like, I don't think you're getting like a good, like whoever wins the first round is going to win the fight. So yeah, I mean, dude, I think you could, I kind of like the overs, but like, it's another fight I don't want to bet, dude. Tottenham will be scoring their second goal. Tottenham. By the way, my biggest bet of the fucking weekend is going to be Tottenham team total over 1.5 at Bournemouth. Like Tottenham will, like Richarlison. Easy's going to hate me saying this because me and him both hate this guy. But Richarlison's going to like score his first goal for Tottenham, and like that'll get my bet. It won't be Hyun Sung Min. It should be on the Singapore card.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, Easy? You'd think Hyun Sung Min, right, but you'd think Hyun Sung Min would score if we're all talking about UFC and betting and shit. I got to bet on this fight.
Well, how about you start us off then? Garrett Armfield taking on Toshiomi Kazama. Kazama plus 133 after getting absolutely smashed by Rinya Nakamura in his first fight. Garrett Armfield minus 153, minus 200. Fight does not go. Plus 160 does go. Start us off here. What is your bet?
So I wish I had gotten the early line, but I like Kazama a lot here, and there's some love for the Armfield side. But like, there's a couple things I really hate here. Number one, let's talk about this fucking tattoo on his titty. It's
yep,
so terrible. Like, I was talking about how I was in jail before. we don't do weekend jail tattoos, but like if we did, I'm looking at like what a fucking weekend jail tattoo is. It's like, hey man, I want a triangle. And then he's like, wait, stop. Cancel that. And they're like, well, the best I can do is put a fucking line through it. He goes, okay.
What if it was 2 triangles, but one was flipped, and then halfway through, he got the top line, and then he's like, no, I regret this.
So let's forget about the Onama fight, because he was up in weight class. It was short notice. It's great.
Yep.
Can we talk about the fact that the last fight before that was like 2+ years ago? The guy doesn't fight, and like all his regional tape is, he is a colossal gasser. Like after the first round, the dude gasses. It's not like he doesn't have skills. He just is a gas bag. You can't take Kazama's last fight against Nakamura anything. Like, he got fucking murked by a dude who is somehow minus 800.
It's like -9, I think, now.
But Kazama, all his tape, which there wasn't much for that, that last Road to UFC card. It's like, which by the way, I got crushed on. But one of the fights I got right was the under on this one. And like, he actually proactively tries to grapple. Like, he doesn't say like, okay, let's fucking stand up and bang. And if he does proactively try to grapple, I like Kazama round 2, round 3 here. I like round 2, round 3 sub. The under 2.5 was like, I got it at like -160. And I think that's a great parlay piece. I was told there would be no math. So I like the plan Kazama sub. I like the under better as a parlay piece. And also, look, I mean, you do a nickname show, Monk.
This is true.
But let's say that your show is like the hair show.
Yeah.
Like, not even. He should be like -1,200 here.
I mean, his hairline is almost touching.
Look at that coif.
I mean, come on. I mean, like I said in my show, if that's not what smoldering means, I don't know what the fuck smoldering means. I mean,
I think Kazama is Japanese for blue steel.
Yeah, for sure. If I had hair like that, I would just do this constantly. I would always nonstop. I agree with you here. I'm on the Kazama side because he's 7,500. I think the upside is a little bit better for him because I do think he has passed a victory like you were breaking down. On Armfield, you're absolutely right.
Isn't he in Tekken?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of them.
All right,
one of them.
Yeah, hold on. According to Wikipedia, we're going to say his name is Jin. Jin Kazama is a muscular. This is from Wikipedia, not my thoughts and dreams. Jin Kazama is a muscular young man of Japanese ethnicity. He has black hair that spikes at the back of his head and the dong of a Burmese python. All right, I made that part up. But after that should be -1,200.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's how I'm hoping he looks -1,200 because I don't want to pay 8,700 for Armfield, man. He hasn't fought in a year plus. As coming off of that Onama loss, and like you said, 2 years before that. So what? He's fought once in over 3 years. I'm gonna have to see it first to pay 8,700. So give me Kazama 7,500. Did score 3 points a minute in those 30 seconds. So I don't know what we even say about that. So not much. Next fight, Salsa Boy Waldo Cortez Acosta taking on Lucas the Bull Breske.
I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna smoke. Pass.
You got it. Pass. He says pass.
Breske. Pass.
Yeah, right.
Justin's a worth king. He's not even Jack 2 or whatever the fuck the robot's name is. He's taking like the fucking dude that like knows the figure. He's fucking, come on, dude.
Let's see. Lucas Breske plus 187. If that doesn't tell you all you need to know about Lucas Breske, I don't know what does. -217 or 217. I don't know why I'm talking like that for Waldo Cortez Acosta. -105 does not go. -125 does go. So this might be the first fight we've seen so far that is favored to go the distance. Yeah, for DraftKings, man, this is a shit show. I'm really hoping that this goes all 15 and there is next to no points scored, because that's exactly what Waldo Cortez Acosta has been doing. Jared Vandera, 59 points against Vandera in 15 minutes.
Hold on.
Yes.
People are going to tell you the Breske decision is a decent prop bet. I am also going to say at plus 500 there are worse bets you can make on this card than Breske decision. That's it.
Oh,
go ahead,
yeah.
Monk. Bruce, go on with the Borophyll.
Yeah, the Borophyll. More like chlorophyll. Am I right? Yeah, Chase Sherman, he did score 90, but it is Chase Sherman. Lost to Marco Sergio de Lima, decision, scored 35 points. Long story short, I think he probably wins by decision, and this is a low-scoring affair. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Not even 3 points a minute. Breske doesn't even score 2.5 points a minute. He's at 2.15. Really not looking good. Put up 15, almost 16 against Williams, where he was grapple fucked for about 13 out of 15 minutes. And then Boudet, which the stats say, you know, that fight was a shit show, but he actually did okay. No, he did. I mean, he landed 118 strikes to 66, and he did not get the win. Both guys looked awful in that fight. Boudet definitely did not look like he looked in his most previous fight. So give me Cortez Acosta. I don't mind the plus 500 at Breske. I do think this goes to decision, and weirder shit has happened with judges. We all know this. So let's keep it moving. 9,100 for Cortez Acosta is way too much, especially when he's going to score 80 or 85 points. Likely not going to 10x his salary. Next fight. Junior Tafa. Look at that fucking mustache, man. Talk about hairlines. Jesus Christ. That's straight as an arrow. Parker Porter. Talk about hairlines. Not so much. Not so straight. Coming in heavyweight, of course, for Parker Porter. What do we got here? 7,600 for Porter, 86 for Tafa. Minus 325 doesn't go to decision. Minus 140 for Tafa. Minus 120 or plus 120 rather for Parker Porter. Boudet. There you go, Heather. That was kind of Sam Boudet. I don't know who that was. Yeah, Tafa, man, this is gonna probably go one of two ways. Tafa's gonna finish him in a minute. And so you're going to want those tickets, I just read tickets. You're going to want that in your DraftKings lineup. Or Parker Porter, I mean, maybe one day he'll show grappling, maybe. But if he can last longer than a minute or 2 minutes, like, why? How does Tafa win this fight past that? I think this is an easy Parker Porter decision, or it's an easy Tafa finish.
Wrong.
Very quickly.
No.
Oh, shit. All right, well, tell me why I am wrong. You think Tafa's going to win a decision here? Did you see him against Muhammad Usman, Macho Man? What do you think he's going to do?
Yeah, I think Junior Tafa lusts for Miss Elizabeth. Yeah, he lusts for Miss Elizabeth like George the Animal. That's it. That's all I got for the Macho.
Here's what you should bet on.
I mean, I've been betting on first of all, let's look at the definition of definition that is Parker Porker.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them nips. I
know them nips.
Look, Monk. I know nips are for your show. I know that's for the unnamed show. I know Tommy and Dixon. You know, by the way, Dixon
the unnamed nip name show.
Dixon learned. He watches your show and he wants no part of me live now because he knows I fucking can't stand him. Dude, that motherfucker, he goes in clinch. He goes in every chat I've seen him in. He's tagging me, and I'm like, the fuck's this? And I said, I'm like, look, if I don't show up for 2 weeks for work, Monk, check his basement, check his backyard, because that's where I'm at. That dude's got a fucking weird. So, I mean, I've been betting this fucking Porker. I've been betting this Porker sub for yeah, but a comfy mattress,
Tempur-Pedic, bitch.
But yes, but if you were camping, do I want to sleep on Porker's fucking nips and this busted ass air mattress? Yes. Probably get a decent night's sleep. So I've been betting this Porker round 2 sub for 3 fights. Not against Braxton Miller. I did. No, the problem there is I bet him round 1 sub. But I bet him, so look, I talked to Sean Orr. I consulted with Sean Orr. I just keep betting this for like 13 more fights, and like if one of them hits, I break even. So fuck it. Porker round 2 sub plus 1,600. If this, by the way, and look, if this thing gets to the second round, like we saw Tafur look like
Tafur's gonna die.
So if Porker can like, dude, he might hit like a fucking walls of Jericho. Dude, just
nipple twister.
If this,
she said.
I would tell you to live bet this thing, but if it gets to the second round, I think Porter's going to be the favorite. And then you can't bet Porter as like minus odds, but like, fuck it, Porter round 2 subs to pick. Let's go.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna text Brian right now. Twitch Brian. I'm gonna tell him not only do I take Porker, but Porker round 2 sub, and if that hits, it should count as like 5.
It should.
Go ahead.
Agree.
This one I got something to say about.
Well, Len, let's let you start out because this should be the co-main event of the evening, in my opinion. But it is a good way to start off the main card. Aaron Blanchfield minus 146 taking on Talia Santos plus 126 plus 190. Fight does not go to decision. Minus 230 does go. Relatively even on DraftKings salary. Some good salaries to play. Lou, what do you got for this one? Boom.
So one of the 2-track bets I have right now, because I'm gonna load up tomorrow on some plays. I think Blanchfield's gonna fuck her up.
Yes.
I think she's a great DraftKings play. I think Blanchfield has advantages everywhere. No, clam bags is the no. I like. Oh, by the way, the Porter fight is like there's never been a Yam Bags fight. Like it's the fucking Porter. We almost had it last night in the Sadabu, Sai, and Liang fight where there was 2 ball shots in the first 4 seconds. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my god, it's fight of the year. Yeah. And this is what I was going to bring up. I want to talk about this. So this isn't a new thing, and I feel like a lot of people are just seeing this now, but this was like immediate. Like this was a month after that fight. Is that there were problems with Talia Santos in the camp. Like, she wasn't going to pay, that there was issues with her coach. She's kicked out of the camp. She had to move camps. And, you know, you look at, like, and I feel like people's argument with Santos is, well, Blanchfield had a bad round against JJAldrich. Okay, she did. How'd she respond? She fucked her up in like a minute. She's like, okay, great. Like your coach, but she's young and she's well coached, and they're like, so that was bad. Like you heard her in the corner, they're like, so okay, and then she's like, great, and then she just fucked her up. I don't know what Santos. I think Santos, you know, her strength of schedule before the title fight is pretty weak. Like JoJo Wood, stop, dude. Calderwood, Wood, whatever it is. You can look at Blanchfield and you can say whatever you want, like, oh, Andrade. Dude, she fucked Andrade up, and Andrade's like Hall of Famer.
Yep.
She fucked Molly McCann up. Okay, Molly McCann has no striking defense, whatever. Dude, Blanchfield, like, that was a job. That was like her against like Coco Beware, against like, dude, that was a jobber Saturday morning wrestling match. She's but like, what more do you want her to do? She took somebody she's supposed to beat, and she made herself look like a minus 5,000 favorite. Against Andrade, she looked like a fucking. Everybody's like, oh, the first round. Stop it. She was never in trouble in that fight. In the ring to my left.
Exactly.
I think Blanchfield subs her. Gets her out of there. I like round 2, round 3 Blanchfield. It's 1,100, 1,500. I'm going to get there. I think Blanchfield just fucks Santos up. I think she is inevitable. Like, I love Blanchfield to just like literally stamp her. Like, Blanchfield's going to win this fight so dismissively. She can't not be the next contender.
I hope so. That is what I'm cheering for, man.
By the way, By the way, that plus 800 sub, you had to be losing your fucking mind because that KO looked so likely, but it didn't matter. Like she beat her by like rape. By raps.
Yeah, that was completely one-sided.
I thought Molly McCann might tap the strikes because that was just disgustingly like one side. Dude, Blanchefield just, and she's only, and she's, you know, like for all the cappers out there, all the, I'm not calling out any names, but you're all bums. Like people cap these, like, oh, these pretty fights. Like, dude, I don't know why you don't look at the fact that like she's 24 and she's only going to get better. She's getting better every fight.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
She took a Hall of Famer and like made her look like a fucking piece of shit. That's an impressive win.
Yep.
And what are we capping? We're capping Santos. We talked about this with Bedoya earlier. We're capping Santos on a close loss. We're not capping her on her legendary run through the UFC against great competition. We're capping her on a close loss. Dude, I think Blanchard and like Heather brought up like a lot of narrative shit with like her camp's a disaster. Dude,
yep.
I think Blanchfield just fucking wrecks this hoe.
And Blanchefield's been in Singapore, according to rumors, for 3 to 4 weeks at this point.
Oh my god, I was in Singapore for hold on. What did the fuck does he say? Not Danny McBride, Danny McBride, but in Eastbound and Down. What the fuck's his name? Why can't I think of his name?
Kenny Powers.
When he's like, yeah, I was in rehab. Hurt my nose. Yeah, I hurt my nose. I don't like your attitude. You're running laps, bitch. Look, Aaron Blanchfield has the mind of scientist and the cock of a goddamn Burmese python.
Here you go. This is a good one.
And she may shove that Burmese python cock right into Santos's pooper.
This is exactly what you're talking about. Yep.
Jared, he's still capped on that.
Yep.
They're like, it doesn't matter that he has literally no knees. He's still capped
or
on.
chin.
Well, I'm telling you right now, like, dude, Blanchfield should be like minus 300 here, man. And her win condition, I mean, we all can live. Dude, Pat's not even like, his arms are fake. His arms are a joke. Like unless Santos gets like some early KO, I don't know how she looks better than her money line. But there's a very definitive path where Blanchard looks like minus 1,000 here. Like, just fucking wrecks her. So
yeah.
And Aaron, I can be single.
Yeah, I don't have much to add. I was gonna say 24 years old, she's getting incrementally better between every fight. Like,
what do you think she scores in a win?
Pace.
In a decision win, what do you think she scores?
Well, what is she? She has 2 decisions. She put up 115 against Maverick in a decision, and she put up 126 against Sarah Alpar. Obviously, those are not Talia Santos.
But she's getting over 100 if she in a decision here.
Yeah, exactly. And at 8,500, she's what? 1, 2, 3, fourth lowest favorite fighter, fourth lowest priced favorite fighter on the card. Yeah, I'm gonna take. I love Blanchfield.
What's her ownership? What's your projected ownership for her? 25?
Yeah, probably 25 to, yeah, I'd say so. I think there's a lot of people that aren't going to be playing her that usually would just because of the capping against probably less.
No,
20.
But not like, but that's 20% of the field you eliminate.
Yeah, right.
So you have to look at it that way. Like, because I think a lot of people are going to think she's a sexy dog here because they think she's going to KO Blanchfield, which is crazy because there's no evidence that like Blanchfield's got some like because Santos knocked out Wood. Stop.
Right.
Stop it. But I think she's going to be a popular dog.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, I'll be on the other side of that one.
Next fight. Oh boy.
Here it is. Rinya Nakamura minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900 against the plus 600 Fernie. I just learned short for Anthony Garcia. Minus 325 does not go. Plus 250 does go.
Don't be racist.
Nakamura, Nakamura, $9,600. You got to pay up for Nakamura this week, going against 6,600 for Fernie Garcia. Yeah, Bat Dad, 9-1 favorite here. How about I start this one off? Let's play Nakamura and DraftKings at 9,600. I don't care if you already are playing Max Holloway. put Rinya in and make it work somehow. I won't have any and of course my whole spreadsheet just completely froze, but I don't need it for this one. I won't have any Fernie Garcia most likely. I mean, has not looked great. I believe he fought Journey Newsom. Journey, did he finish him? Sorry, my whole shit just crashed. I got nothing. I'm useless right now. I love Rinya Nakamura 9600. Get this dude in your lineup. He's the guy that finished Kazama in 33 seconds or some shit, and he is a under 23 Japanese wrestling champion, something like that. Olympic qualifier. I'm not really sure. He's got tons of Japanese wrestling credentials, and he KO'd the fuck out of Kazama. So yeah, I think the hybrid is an appropriate nickname. Give me Rinya Nakamura, play him in DraftKings, and let's see what this prospect can do. Probably Fernie Garcia going to say bye-bye to the UFC after this, or rather the opposite. UFC will say bye-bye to him. Lou, what do you got?
I mean, he beat the Great Muta.
He beat who?
IWGP Professional Wrestling. He beat the Great Muta. Well, that's Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Dude, Nakamura is like super. Dude, he is like a dude that's been like, you got to look past like his record. This dude's been training and fighting in competitions. He was like 6. Like this is a dude who's been training for this moment his whole life. Yeah. And it like this is the most set up fight ever. This is like more of a setup fight than any Bo Nickel fight. Like they love this dude.
Yeah.
I see the sub out there at like plus 350. Dude, just bet the under 1.5. It's -1. I got it at -170.
Oh, geez.
No, I'm sorry. It was -159 on my book. And then if you take Nakamura at under 1.5, it was -157. So I'm saying relax about the 2 cents. Just take the under 1.5. Okada's fucking right. But like, he's not in this fight, unfortunately. And he's not Naito. He's not Funk. No, but like, I mean, literally they gave Nakamura this fight. They're like, who's the fucking worst dude? Like, this is literally who's the worst dude that's not Kyle Nelson?
Who's got one fight left on his contract and sucks?
And like, also, your name is Fernie. Like, look, I'm 45. I'm not in the greatest shape anymore. If some motherfucker at the bar said my name is Fernie, dude, what am I at worst against a dude named Fernie?
Dude, but it's short for Anthony.
Monk,
it's not short for Fernando.
Monk, shut up, dude. Listen.
Come on. Anthony's like a goated name.
Monk, listen to me. If I'm at a dude in the bar and he's like, "Oh, my name's Fernie," and I'm like, "I'm gonna fuck this dude up." What I'm asking you is this. What I'm asking you is very simple. What's the widest odds I am against any human being? Plus 200.
Oh yeah.
Unless he's like Fernie. Unless he's like Fernie short for Brock Lesnar, then like, yeah, okay. Okay, then I die. Then I'm dead. All right. Then you lose your fucking bet, Lil Penny. I know,
that was Tyra Banks, fool.
Dude, I know Anthony Hardaway. You can't guard me. The Secret Service couldn't guard me. I know Little Penny, motherfucker. I know Little Penny. But by the way, Fernie Garcia can suck my cock.
It ain't Penny Garcia, that's for sure.
So just under 1.5 here. Nakamura's gonna fuck him up and like, dude, he lost to Journey Newsom. Look, if there's a lot of videos this week that are gonna cap this way better than me. He fucking lost to Journey Newsom. Sorry, John Sturgarian. Thinking of it. No, I love John. I'm not busting John's balls. John's a dog hunter. And John is going to be like, how do I justify it? Because you're never betting on the money line on Nakamura.
Right.
So John, who I think is a bright dude, his instincts are dogs. And I think he's like, yeah, but his name's Fernie. Even I can't fucking get there.
Even I can't reverse engineer that one. Yeah, for sure. Third to last fight of the evening, Giga Chikadze finally fighting again. I mean, Jesus, over a year and a half, taking on Alex Caceres, Bruce Leroy plus 205, Chikadze minus 240, Plus 140. Fight does not go. Minus 170 does go. Chikadze, very big DraftKings favorite, 9K to 7,200. Lou, what do you got for this one?
Pass. Complete pass. If anything, I would live bet Bruce Leroy here. I don't like the layoff with Giga. I don't like the surgeries with Giga. I don't like that he's one-dimensional. Also, I'm like, oh, for my life in Caceres fights.
Yeah.
Like, but if Caceres wanted to grapple, he could at least steal minutes. Caceres has zero killer instinct, as witnessed in the Pineda fight. Zero fucking killer instinct. Dude, that fight, the ref was like, hit him once.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's say Caceres doesn't wrestle. And this is 15 minutes of stand-up. Is Giga's cardio okay? He hasn't fought in fucking forever, dude. The last time he fought was the Cater fight. That was a long time ago. So I'm not willing to be like, oh, it took a beating. Well, we don't know. He hasn't fought in so long. Does he really have like a minus 250 advantage on the feet with a guy that in Caceres that like is actually good at like maintaining distance?
Right.
Can avoid like that liver shot. But I don't trust Caceres to like win minutes here. This is like an absolute fucking this is like the passiest pass ever. Like if I had to bet this or minus 800 Nakamura, I'm betting the minus 800. Like,
yep.
Like there's a path where Caceres looks minus 300 here, and there's a path where Giga looks like minus 900. But I can't trust him with the layoff and the surgery. Like I can't. And he's hard. And don't parlay him.
No. Yeah, I agree.
Total pass.
For DraftKings, I'm going to be totally passing on Giga, I think. 9K, way too expensive. Even when he has won in the first round, which has happened twice in his last 4. Jamie Simmons, he only put up 103. Cub Swanson, he put up 105, and that was barely over 1 minute. So he's not scoring a ton, even when he gets these big first round finishes. Meanwhile, Barbosa, he put up 92 in a third round finish, 56 against Calvin Kattar. That was a decent score for a loss, but still, he just doesn't score enough for the price that the salary that he's listed at. So all the DraftKings upside is on Alex Caceres, and he's 4-1 in his last 5, but his opponent's not great. His only loss, Sadiq Youssef, knocked down Julian Erosa, but who doesn't do that? He doesn't score well either when he wins. So he also has fantastic striking defense at 57% in his last 5. That is good for 6th best overall. 83% takedown defense. Not like we're going to see that from Chikadze or anything. But yeah, I'm hoping this goes to decision and I don't have to play any of it. Maybe some of Caceres because he's so cheap. But yeah, I'm not really looking forward to playing this one at all. 9K for Giga seems crazy coming off of that.
With no grappling.
None.
You can't play minus 9,000.
Yeah, and Caceres, say what you will about him, but he's athletic. He's got great striking defense. Like I said, he moves around.
And he has an okay floor.
Yeah, exactly. So that's who I'm on that side. Next fight, Ryan Superman Span taking on Anthony Lionheart Smith. Yeah, here's another one. I don't know what to do, man. Most of Ryan Span's fights end in the very first round, whether he's winning or losing. In fact, at least his last 5. I'm not looking at any past that on this sheet. At least his last 5. The longest one is 3.78 minutes. So yeah, 3 minutes and 47 seconds basically. So I guess you got to play both sides of Ryan Span fights. That's all you got to do it. Anthony Smith has beaten Ryan Span recently, like 2021, subbed him in the first fucking round. So we've seen this play out before. That said, Anthony Smith has a lot of other shit going on, commentary jobs, podcasts, getting up there in age and fight age, which is different than your actual human age. He's probably about 52 years old in fight age. So I don't trust Span at all. I want to root for Anthony Smith. He's an Omaha guy like myself. So yeah, rooting for Smith. Yeah, exactly. Rooting for Smith. Span, how much is he? How much is Ryan? 8,300. You could get to either side of this guy. I think these are good salaries for a fighter that ends fights and gets finished in the very first round. So play Span, play his opponent. It's probably going to be a finish. And if it's not, I mean, that sucks because neither one's going to score well in a decision. But I mean, come on. Span hasn't been out of the first 4 minutes and at least 5 UFC fights. So give me fuck it. Give me Smith inside the distance here. And I like both for DraftKings. Go ahead. What do you got for this one?
I watch all of Pat's contents because he's a humongous black man that threatens me.
He threatens you?
Yes. he DMs me very horrible human things. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say he's pretty nice to me.
But Pat literally put the win condition together from the last fight in the same game, and it was plus 10,000 odds.
Oh
and that's,
my god!
And so now you wonder, well, what's changed? And if you want to tell me that like that Smith is older and maybe his durability is whatever, okay, that's fine. But you can't tell me that you think Span's better.
Nope.
So everything Pat did, I fucking love. In fact, I'm just going to tell you, go watch Addicted to Comments, like best bets, because for a plus 10,000 same game parlay, I don't see it. I mean, you could live bet Smith after like 2 minutes, and you're probably like going to get him at plus 300, and like you feel safe. I have the very square under 1.5 parlayed. You know, if Smith would like grapple immediately,
right?
I love it.
Yep.
If Span would like leg kick Smith immediately, he'd probably look like a huge favorite, but he won't because he
never does what he's supposed to do.
Well, I looked through his fucking stats, dude. I think he's thrown like 4 leg kicks in his last 6 fights. It's like, all right. And Smith's like been like fucking brutalized that way. So
yeah.
Look, I took the under because could Span sub him in like 1 minute. Yes. I think Smith's durability is probably shot. I also don't think you get like a really good, you're not going to get a good number on Smith after 1. I mean, like if you're getting like plus 250, like, I mean, if you get him after 1, like Ryan Spann can't win a fight after round 1.
The line's going to look very different than plus 107 after 1 way or the other.
I mean, this isn't about trusting Smith. This is about Spann just doesn't know how to win fights past the first round. Like, and like he looks at his coaches like, what do I do? Like, he doesn't know what to do. Like, he's literally like a fucking dude that knows how to do one thing in the gym, and then like that doesn't work. There's no plan B.
Yeah.
Like Smith could Homer Simpson him. Like, good.
Plus, we're working with another giant chest tattoo here.
Then we got 2 retarded fucking tattoos. Like,
yep. At least he has the S on his chest, though. At least he put it on his chest like a man.
Colliard last night. We're talking about this. I'm watching with Melanie, and I'm like, dude, this guy has like 9 tattoos. Not only are they all bad, but they all look like they were done by different people. And the one on his chest was like a punch in like a hexagon. And I'm like, dude, was this done yesterday? Like there's no way he paid for this one.
No. I don't remember what did I no, I had Lionheart better just because Anthony Smith's fucking tough, mainly because he could have given up against Jones and he didn't. Yeah, I don't know, Matt. I'm not really sure. Probably because light heavyweight sucks, and
because when you think of great Asian fighting cards, you think of Ryan Spann.
Let's fly these 2 fucking jabrones out to fucking Singapore.
They're like we need one card that like the judges are just gonna be like Godzilla. That's it, Ryan Spann. They're not saying that.
Right, right. We did it, Lou. Godzilla references aside,
what I fucking do now?
Main event. Max blessed Holloway. Tell me he's not starting to look a little bit older in these pictures. Going against the Korean Zombie. Zombie plus 540. Max Holloway minus 740. Usually you don't see a minus 740, and it's the second highest line on the entire card. Minus 165. Surprisingly to me, does not go to decision. Plus 135 does go. And Max Holloway, most expensive fighter on the card. Lou, I will start this one. Yeah, that's a great comment. I will start this one here. It's Max Holloway, right? At 9,700, this guy scores more DraftKings points than anyone, even Zhang Wei Li, who scored 190. He put up 209 points against Calvin Kattar. Followed that up with 154 against Jair Rodriguez. I mean, Chan Sung Jung only has this fight because first of all, he's amazing. Probably one of the best people on the entire planet overall. And I say that without knowing him, so I could be completely wrong, but he seems like it. But he said he doesn't want to retire until he fights Max Holloway. And so for one reason or another, they granted him the wish, and we have this fight. It's not going to look good, man. Max Holloway is probably going to hopefully win in 5-round decision and score 168,000 points. Maybe even give Zhang Weili a run for her money as far as most points scored in 2023. But yeah, I don't see how this is going to be much different than just Max pouring on volume and Korean Zombie trying his best to deal with it. So yeah, give me Max, like him for cash, like him for GPPs, put him in your lineups at the most expensive salary. What do you got, Lou? Take us home on this Holloway and Zombie fight.
I won't be betting this, but I mean, very clear Holloway. If I like the late KO props here,
Mm-hmm.
I think what Heather's saying, there's some merit to that. I mean, like everybody's there's this weird narrative going around now, like Holloway's taking so much damage, he's kind of washed, and people just have to find this play, and I'm like, dude, he's 31, man, and like,
Yeah.
and you know, in the Arnold Allen fight, he didn't really expend any energy. He looked great.
Yep.
He looked sharp. There's nothing to tell me. Like, he sustained no injuries. Like, okay, so the guy from that fight fucks up the best version of Korean Zombie. And look, man, I love the Korean Zombie. You know, no disrespect. And like, why is this I mean, it's a stupid fight, dude.
It really is. I think they, like Heather says, I mean, he's got to retire after this, and I guess they only gave it to him.
I mean, he runs a gym now, and he's like kind of
exactly.
So look, so hey, Brian from Twitch, the pick is Max Holloway to win the fight. Dude, I can't wait till the Zombie wins, and it's like Tajik Bey wins this week from picking the Korean. And it's like, oh yeah.
And I gave Korean Zombie the best nickname overall, so he's in the parlay. So there's no way this parlay cashes.
But like,
if it does,
like, you can't bet this. And like, I have this friend. We'll call him Connie J Picks. I don't want to name him on the show. But this motherfucker is parlaying like Max, and then like something else. He's like, I got plus 101. I'm like, okay, great. Like, dude, again, I talked about this earlier. Like, it's not like pro football where like you're up 21 and like the team's like scored a touchdown in the home run zone of the basket. Like, what if Max like breaks his fucking duodenum?
Yeah, that's possible.
What if he like sits on the stool wrong and it's like, my duodenum, like I can't go on. How do you bet this fucking dude? Connie J, man. Connie J's like, dude, by the way, this same friend who also will call him Connie J, it's like, oh, what are your soccer picks? And I'm like, I like this one pick at plus 110. I'm like, I like this one pick at plus 110. Do you know what he sends me back 5 minutes later? Like a 7-leg same game parlay that pays plus 110. And I'm like, so I always wrote him back. I'm like, well, why the fuck are you, dude? Why are you asking me? And it's like one goal, one corner kick,
right?
And I'm like, well, then why do you even watch the sport, dude? Now you're rooting for like literally like a fucking litany of fucking nonsense, dude. Well, I'm like, god damn, Johnny. It's everything's like
Connie.
Yeah, Connie J. Everything's like, I think these 6 legs hit for plus 102, and I'm like,
was he a spider?
I'm like, oh my god, dude! Like,
that was a 6 legs joke.
But like, he did the other bet he had. It was like a 3-leg parlay, and he threw Holloway in, and I'm like, so I calculated the odds, and I'm like, he got like plus 102. I'm like, dude, you know, if you take Holloway out, you get like minus 107. Like, dude, you know, like.
Why root for one thing to happen when you could root for 7?
You don't need him in there. Do you want to parlay like Bayern Munich at fucking minus $2,000? Was Bo Nickel not available? Can't parlay fucking Nickel, and but it's like, and just so you know, I like, again, this is theoretical. I like Connie. He's a nice guy. Wears a great hat. Does a good show with Plud Money picks.
Plud
Money.
Oh yeah.
He's
Plud
friends
Money
with
Bix.
He's friends with my guy Brody.
This is for you. Take us out with an answer to this question.
I mean, the Kanan song line, it's like, I don't understand how you're giving a dude that fought like, I don't think Kanan song's great, but like, so much more experience. He probably had the most success against Ian Gary than anybody's had against Ian Gary. And he's almost 3-1 dog against a guy that had one fight in the UFC and was a close loss.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't fucking make sense. Hold on. Let me, you know what? I might make this bet. I'm going to just pull this up. I want to know what Kanan song plus.
Pull it up, Jamie.
I want to know the plus 3.5 here. And I'm hit or miss with these bets. Dude, Kanan song plus 3.5 is plus 110. You want my mispriced bet of the week? That's my fucking mispriced bet of this week. Is because he can get a judging weird shit.
Yep, just has to win one round.
The over 2.5 minus 115. So even the odds makers are like iffy on it. Probably goes the distance. Kanan Song can't win one bullshit rigged round here.
Right.
Plus odds. There you go.
The guy with the bird wing.
There you go. There you go. That is my forget about the money line. That's my if you have plus 3.5 on your book, that is my fucking mispriced line. There's no fucking way this guy. This number is fucking bananas.
Yeah.
And in a fight where they goes distance and he can't win a round, that the more experienced UFC guy, yeah, he's beating bums. But Bedoya is beating 0 people in the UFC. What are we doing, dude?
Right.
Is Steve Harvey going to get in the cage and say, we got a good one? We got a good one here. And then
he could look at the camera like this.
We got a good one here, folks. Ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever seen the It's Always Sunny? It's Keenan, or it's Key is the host of basically Family Feud. Have you ever seen this one?
Yes. Where Charlie gets all of them right because he was the one that they fucking.
Well, the question's like, what animal would you want to eat? He goes, a dragon. And they're like, okay. And it's like 1. He goes, I think I was in the survey.
So good. They're like, yeah, you have to be. I was wondering how anyone else would have said that.
But anyway, that's my mispriced prop.
There we go.
Monk, take us out of here.
Let's get the fuck on out of here, guys. Thank you so much. Still over 30 in the chat, and it's been consistent this whole time. We fucking love each and every one of you.
I'm out of jokes.
Yeah, for sure. Love each and every one of you guys. Hope you enjoy the fights this weekend, but seriously, get your picks and bets in early. As Lou said, it's a 4, I believe he said 4 or 5 a.m. Eastern time. So get them on in.
7 a.m. is my first Bundesliga game.
There you go.
Bundesliga
2. Yeah, Electric Boogaloo. Yes, I fucking got it. It only took 129 minutes. We did it, baby.
Stage 4. Terror. Terror.
Guys, no game theory this week because honestly, I needed a day off. I couldn't talk myself into it. I kept saying Monday, then Tuesday. Then it's been like 12, 13 weeks in a row. This shit takes forever. I needed a week off. So no game theory, but the nickname show is out. This show is out. Lou, tell the people, what do you got? Anything for this week?
No, but nobody's listening anymore, which is great. So next week, because of Couch Warriors' failure, because we got a real good champion of the sun. So due to Couch Warriors' failure, aka he got like a real gerb, I will be resurrecting props to consider.
Oh shit!
Next week, and then
Loserous. We'll call you Loserous, like Lazarus.
And then I'm taking the old Friday slot that we had next week, and I'm starting a brand new show. The title is The New Sports Show I'm doing on Fridays. It will from the maker of Props to Consider That Maybe Bet and the Saturday Sports Jackpot Jamboree, sponsored by Real Dance Danish Butter Cookies, brings you the New Sports Show. It will be best bets from all the sports that I bet. UFC, soccer, NCAA, whatever. I don't know if you guys know Dumpy.
Yeah.
He will be my first co-host.
Nice.
And if he works out, he will be the co-host.
The permanent co-host.
Yeah, one
don't miss this show, guys.
My one problem with Dumpy is, and this is a problem with Tim Triano too, and he's gonna listen. Monk, I don't like when any male does an eggplant emoji in a chat.
I can get on board with this.
And I think it's way worse when it's an Italian male doing it than another Italian male. Because not only is it like so the gay, but like
there's racial undertones.
There's very racial. And I'm glad you said it. And I'm not gonna say it on air. And Dumpy's like, it's
I've seen
fine.
True Romance.
Dumpy's like, it's fine, we're both Italian. I'm like, if we were in person, and also we did this move,
right?
Then maybe.
Right.
But I am not so okay with the thing that rhymes with cool and yan.
No.
Well, that's the word. The word is not racist. It's the implication. The implication of the fucking word. It's racist. And like Dumpy's like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, I mean, it's not. This whole thing started
I'm bringing it back.
This whole fucking thing started because Triano, Moise knows this too. Because like Triano like wrote an eggplant, and I'm like, because I had written something like, I'm coming back to content, and I'm like, I do a show with Tim if he keeps that sexy fucking mohawk. And I did the eggplant, and I'm like, so I'm not okay with this. And then like that started off a chain of eggplant emojis in this group chat. And I'm like, hey guys, you remember how I fucking hate like group chats?
This is why.
And I'm like, Tim, why are you the fucking worst, dude? Are you capped on Twitter and you're only just emojiing me with like what you perceive to be your purple dong? Like, I don't know what this is, but I don't like it. I don't stand for it. If Moise does it, it's fine. He's foreign. It's a foreign thing and it's acceptable. It's very European to stick your eggplant in somebody's fucking hole. Like, it's fine. It's not sexual. But if Tim does it, it's fucking weird.
And you're not going to stand for it.
Well, he's a fucking Yinzer from Pittsburgh. I don't want any fucking Pittsburgh dick anywhere near me. And Dumpy's from unspecified the South.
Parts unknown.
So way worse. I don't want any fucking unspecified the South dong anywhere fucking near me. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, yeah.
But Moise could be like, it's custom where I'm from. I'd be like, okay, well, I don't, who am I to be, see? Who am I to be culturally inappropriate? It's all business. It's fine. Who am I, Monk?
I don't know.
To be
you
like,
never.
Oh, this guy, he could be Balky Bartakamus for all I fucking know. And in Meepos, it's like, this is what they fucking do.
Could be.
All right, I'm out. Later, hoes.
Let's do it. Guys, I want all of you to enjoy the fight. So enjoy, and we will see you in the next one.